During the activity, you must have the heart of it, and then we come to temporary defeat, as specified with the approval. When all parties are approved and involved and endorsement is obtained, it will be validated for a specific time period in which all groups of companies or all involved parties agree. If you have any questions about this video, you can ask me in the comment section about what signature limits are. So whenever any work is being carried out in your area, to properly ensure control over it, the number of permits and which authority can issue them is what we call the signatory limit. There should be a sensible limit on the maximum number of permits to be administered by signatories approved by the asset owner. This is what we call the signatory limit. There should be a sensible limit on the maximum number of permits to be administered by signatories approved by the asset owner. If the quantity of permits exceeds a certain limit, then no matter how many precautionary measures you have, you will not be able to control them properly. As your authority decreases from top to bottom, similarly, the number of authorities where limits are reduced will also decrease. The highest area authority will determine the total number of permits, how many of them can be critical, how many can be hardware, and how many can be general. There will be a specific fixed limit for this. Similarly, the PI will ensure its limit, and then the performing authority will ensure its limit. The performing authority can be in-house or from a contractor company. So here it will be based on condition-wise. If we have a turnaround going on, we have multiple activities, then these limits can differ, but in a normal long-term projects, these limits can be reduced. Basically, a person who is a P will be allowed maximum 5 permits. He will be able to sign 5 permits in his name. He will be able to get approved. Similarly, when he goes to each GP, a GP will be able to take 1 critical permit at a time. Again, additionally, he will be able to take 6 general work permits. Additionally, they can take 6 general work permits. So students, in this slide, we will discuss the 8 basic steps of the permit work system. First, there will be work request and planning. We need to plan what work needs to be done on which equipment and within what time frame, and the request will be generated for this. After that comes identify and approve controls. Once your work package is ready and your SOP is created, then you need to create your FRA, field risk assessment. You must create the FRA and get it approved. The next step will be the implementation of work site control. You need to implement the control measures for the hazards related to the work at your site. Your supervisor will conduct interviews, and your GPs, general practitioners, should be competent to ensure the control measures are in place. HSE, Health, Safety and Environment, should be present and then authorize the work permit. Once all our planning is complete, we will start the actual work. For this, we will require a certain permit, and along with the permit, we will need additional certificates. Once we have all these things, we will communicate this entire message with our team. To control this, we need everything to be clear to start our work.